Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hampton, Virginia, the Langley Speedway. The Speedway is among the most historic and busiest racetracks in all of America. Immediately adjacent to NASA's Langley Research Center in Hampton, Virginia, the relatively flat 0.4 mile asphalt oval has been a launching pad for many of NASCAR career, including those of Denny Hamlin, Elliott Sadler, and more. Also the site of 9 NASCAR Grand National races won by the likes of Ned Jarrett, Bobby Isaac, Bobby Allison, David Pearson, and of course Richard Petty. Langley's heritage dates back to the 40s when the property was the site of an 0.8 of a mile dirt horse racetrack known as the Dude Ranch. The track owners occasionally promoted auto races at the track, and by the 1950s realized that auto races attracted bigger crowds than the horses. They shortened the track to its current length and eventually sold the facility to Harry Klitsch in 1963. Klitsch immediately set about making improvements to the rough and tumble track and hosted NASCAR Grand National Series events between 1964 and 1970. Langley was paved in 1968. 2 years later, hosted the final Grand National race before the series was renamed the Winston Cup. Today, Langley Speedway hosts a variety of NASCAR sanctioned events, including the Whelen All-American Series. The track currently hosts 11 divisions, which alternate running during their Saturday night program: late models, modified, legend cars, super street, super trucks, pro wing champ cars, enduros, and more. But tonight, the TRS Tour Modified Series. It's coming up next on HBR TV. Once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. Welcome to Langley Speedway. Practice just a few minutes left in the session before we can get into the qualifying. Dan Butler, top of the board, a 14.74. Pretty good lap time for the driver, the number 18. Brennan Forsyth was top of the board for the majority of the practice. It was relatively recent. Butler knocked him off that, not by a whole lot. 1/100th of a second, the difference. Got a few of you already here in the stream. Facebook, we got 5, 6. YouTube, we got 1. Got to boost those numbers. Those are rookie numbers. But of course, let's thank the sponsors while we're here, getting things ready to get underway here. TRS, the racing school.net. Of course, it is the TRS Tour Modified Series. Thanks to D. Dixon and Sons Trucking Incorporated. Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath at 636-544-7836. And to LSI Litchfield Specialty. Speaking of TRS, again, it is the TRS Tour Modified Series. Their 2022 season schedule is out. The racing school will be down at Thompson Speedway April 9th. May 14th and 15th, June 11th through the 12th, July 24th, August 13th, September 10th, and all the way into October the 22nd and the 23rd. Check out the racingschool.net to book your time on track in a tour type modified or even a full-bodied stock car, whatever it is your preference. They've got a package that'll work out for you. So check those guys out. It's an opportunity. It's a thrill. Should be a good time. Clock on the session hits the zeros across the board. Practice is over with. Going to jump right into qualifying. Keep an eye out on the racetrack. See who hits the track first. Jamie Kerr is on the pit lane first. Let's see if he starts to roll. Shane Wagner's on the move here, the number 26 machine. Not wasting any time getting out on the racing surface. Get qualifying in the books. A loose off 4 coming to green. That's going to hurt that first lap. Second lap may be quicker anyway. So really just getting tires up to temp best that you can. Get all the grip you can out of them coming up here for lap number 2. Wagner around turn 4. Tight little track here, 4/10 of a mile. They get around it in a hurry, sub 15-second laps. First lap for Wagner, a 15:37. Again, trouble off 4, taking the green. So expect lap 2 to be a bit faster. Dan Butler jumps right to the top of the board, 14:95 for the 18 machine. Off 4, Wagner crosses the line for his second lap. It's a 15 flat. There is an improvement there. Let's see if Dan Butler can be any quicker. Second lap for Butler, a 91, increases and stays on top. Cody Harger's out there as well. His first lap, a 14:94, remains second on the grid. Crosses the line for his second lap. 14:935, still second quick. Rob Higgins, the number 40, his first lap, a 15:11. A bad year. Higgins across the line for his second lap. Good lap, 15:095. Brian Torsha in the number 2. He's on track as well. A 35 his first lap, probably a throwaway. Let's see if he can improve here. 15:207. Aaron Conover, a 16 flat for the number 20 machine. 15:595 for lap number 2. Meanwhile, Brennan Forsyth goes to the top of the board with a 14:90. Painter runs a 14:94. Lap 2 for the number 65 machine. 15 flat. Mike Tashro just getting in the session here. He's rolling out in the number 33 machine. See what kind of time Mike can lay down here. Mike Tashiro crossed the line of 15:66 for his first lap. Again, lap 2 seems to be the better for just about all of these guys out here. Loose off turn 4, spins the back tires. Let's see what he got here. 15:019, not too shabby. Don't know that Tashiro even took any practice laps. Coming in here pretty cold. I'd say that's a decent qualifying run. Puts him on row 3. Start tonight's race. Only car in the field that has not taken a time. Ben Choate, the number 1 machine, did take practice laps, just maybe sitting this one out as far as qualifying goes. They do have, I believe this is a 10-minute session. We'll find out momentarily. Taking a deeper look at the session, this may be heat tonight. Just about 4.5 minutes into the lone qualifying as far as the timed laps. I think we will go into a heat format and then have a feature. We've done that, I think, once or twice with these modifieds. Seemed to work out pretty decently. Fun to watch, made things a little more exciting than normal. And we wait. Appears it is possibly a full 5-minute lone qualifier. We are going to take a quick break here, but not after hearing from our sponsors. Once again, it is the TRS Tour Modified Series, the RacingSchool.net. If you want to drive a real race car, full-bodied stock car, or even a tour type modified, you can do it. Check them out, the RacingSchool.net. Schedules coming up here have been released for 2022, April 9th, May 14 through 15, weekend of June 11 through 12, July 24, August 13th, September 10, and October 22nd through the 23rd. Coming up this season, the Racing School will be down there at Thompson Speedway, so take a look, log on, check it out. Find the package that works best for you, TRS, the RacingSchool.net. Thanks to D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated. Studath Taxidermy, competition and quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Studath at 636-544-7836. And associate sponsor Litchfield Specialty. We'll be back after this with our starting grid. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I am right. They are doing the race heats tonight. The greatest set for Heat 1, Jamie Kerr on the pole to his outside. It is the one of Ben Choate starting second. Shane Wagner, the number 26, will start third, with Cody Harger in the number 66 starting fourth. Brendan Forsyth will start in the fifth spot, with Josh Buckley starting sixth. Rounding out the field in the seventh spot, going to be Aaron Conover in the number 20 machine. Fun way of doing things here at the Speedway, getting some heat racing in, smaller fields, shorter races, kind of sets the field for the feature. I think everybody's going to race. No one's going home. We've got 14 cars, so I think we're going to have an A and a B, probably no consi. Anything can happen though, but either way, pace car rolling around here. Lap 2 of the pace laps will be going green the next time by. Green flag is waving. Field comes to life. 10-lap heat to get it started here. Jamie Kerr on the bottom. Ben Choate around the outside. Jamie gets a good run off turn number 2. They're side by side down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Also side by side, Wagner and Harger. Not sure who that was. Maybe Shane Wagner, Aaron Conover. Shane Wagner going through the grass. Not sure what happened. Maybe some contact with him in the 66. I didn't see it. Jamie Kerr, though, still leads them out front here. 8 laps to go in the heat. Ben Choate, though, knocking on the back bumper of the 75 machine. Speaking of the back bumper, we look out that way towards the one at Choate. Ben gets down low. Not sure if that was a mistake by Jamie Kerr or not, but either way, causes an issue here. Brendan Forsyth gets to the low side underneath Ben Choate, taking over the second spot. Tough to pass around here. Almost got to move a guy up out of the way to make it happen. Riding on board with Brendan Forsyth, number 28 machine in the second spot with 5 to go. Right there, tapping on the Nerf bar, possibly the number 75. Brennan trying to pull down to the bottom there, right on the flat. Maybe a little bit extra grip off corner exit. Didn't seem to hurt him too terribly bad, but it didn't seem to gain either. See if he does it again this time around. Not this time. Stays above the yellow line. They work into turn 1 here with 2 laps to go. Jamie Kerr still out front. Brendan Forsyth just looking for a way around. Not even a half car length behind. Jamie Kerr off board, takes the white flag of heat number 1. Top 3 right now: Jamie Kerr, Brendan Forsyth, Cody Harger. Off turn 4, Jamie Kerr is going to win the heat. Brendan Forsyth second, Cody Harger third, Ben Choate fourth, Josh Buckley fifth, Aaron Conover sixth, Shane Wagner rounds out 7th. Not sure exactly what happened with the 26. It was early, saw him go through the grass, but either way, it's just the heat. We got a feature to run here in a little bit as well. For heat number 2, we've got Carson Conway. He'll be starting up front. Another HBR TV machine with Rob Higgins in the 40, starting in the second spot. Mike Taschereau, driver, the number 33 machine. He will roll off in the third spot. Dustin Painter, number 65. He'll start 4th. Dan Butler with the Racing School, the number 18 machine. He'll start 5th. Was fastest in the practice. Be fun to watch him try to work his way through the field. Brian Torsha, the number 2 with OG Racing. He will start 6th. with Dale Legan in the 7th spot, the 0-5 entry rolling off tail end of the field. Again, 2 pace laps to get underway here. Pace car and the field working through backstretch right now. Again, more turning here than there are straightaways. If you really look at it from the overhead view here, they're making a left turn for quite a while through turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, barely straightening out the wheel, if at all, on corner exit. Again, they get the laps done here in a hurry. Qualifying trim sub 15-second laps. I think we still may see that from some of our leaders here tonight. Pace car about to pull off here. We're going to get the green flag for heat number 2.
Green flag.
Field comes to life already. Carson Conway down low into 1. Trouble for Mike Taschereau. The 33 is around already. A little bit of contact. Not sure who exactly it was. Didn't catch the number on that train. Going around turn 4, though. Conway leads the 40 of Higgins. 9 laps to go. Dustin Painter 3rd. Torsha 4th. Dan Butler in the 5th spot. And Butler was fastest in the practice session. We'll see if he can work his way past these guys. Got to catch him, though, with only coming to 8 laps to go. It's going to be a tough one. Carson Conway still leads. Meanwhile, Dustin Painter down to the bottom underneath the 40 of Rob Higgins, trying to take that 2nd spot away. It sounds like Dan Butler may have crashed. I'd love to go to that replay, but if I do that, you'll miss the rest of this heat. Dustin Painter loose off turn 4, gathers it back up, loses a little bit of ground. Higgins has to check up as well. So does Brian Torsha. Meanwhile, Carson Conway does put some distance on the rest of the field. A 3/4 second advantage back to the 65. 6 laps to go at the line. Conway still leads it. Dale Legan back there in the 05. He's running in the 5th spot. Mike Taschereau, after that opening lap spin, he's in the 6th position. Dan Butler had an incident on track. He runs 7th. Conway crosses the line now into the back straight here with 5 laps to go. Caution is out. Well, this is interesting. Not sure what has triggered this. We don't usually get yellows during the heat, so I don't know if this is admin related or what is going on, but nonetheless, we are under the yellow flag. Looked like Carson Conway had that one well in hand. The yellow out, though. I'm not sure if we're even going to get to go back to green. The pace car lights are off, though, so maybe we will get a quick restart here. I'm not sure. I'm just not sure why it came out. I don't have any incidents on the board. And Butler crashed, but that was 2 laps before the yellow. Green flag back out, though. Conway underway, back into turn 1. Painter 2nd, Higgins 3rd, Torsha 4th, Legan 5th. Painter right there to the back bumper, the number 72 of Carson Conway. White flag is out. Conway off of 2. Painter seemed to get a little bit better exit, but not close enough. Drives it in deep into 3. Conway's off turn number 4. He's going to win heat number 2 as well. Good couple of heats for the HBR TV cars. You had Jamie Kerr winning heat 1 and Carson Conway winning heat 2. I hate to sound biased up here in the booth. I just got to cheer for the good stories, but so far, so good for the HBR TV guys. Going to get a short warm-up here before we get to our feature. Not sure if we're getting a true 5-minute warm-up or if this is just the bare minimum to advance the session. Yep, just a short one. About 8 seconds left here, and we're going to be to the feature here, so no worries. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our TRS Tour Modified feature event. Starting on the pole after the heats of everything cycled through, Rob Higgins, the number 40, will start first. To his outside is the number 66 of Cody Harger. Starting in the second row, it's Dustin Painter, the number 65, with Brennan Forsyth starting fourth to his outside. Row number 3, it's the 72 of Carson Conway with HBR TV, alongside the 75 of Jamie Kerr, also with HBR TV. Ben Choate will start in the 7th spot, the number 1 machine, and then Brian Torsha, the number 2 with OG Racing. Josh Buckley, the number 13, will start from the 9th position, with Mike Taschereau, the number 33, out of New England, starting 10th. Aaron Conover, the number 20 machine, will start from the 11th position, with the 05 of Dale Legan starting to his outside in the 12th position. Shane Wagner, the number 26, will roll off 13th, with Dan Butler from the racing school starting 14th. Those two guys at the back of the pack are going to be the ones to watch, both quick, both with good pace. Butler was fastest in practice, and really both of these guys had issues in their heats, causing them to start towards the rear of the field. Definitely plenty of pace between the two of them. It'll be fun to try and watch these guys carve up these ground pounders here from Langley Speedway. Rob Higgins with the checkered flag auto supply livery on that number 40 Tour Modified leads the field to a green flag here momentarily. Pace car ducks into the pit lane, waiting on the starter to wave the green flag. He does. It's in the air. Field comes to life. Just like that, they're already into turn number 1. Cody Harger actually takes advantage on the outside, passes the 40 of Higgins off of turn number 2, but into the wall he goes. Higgins stays down low on the bottom, gonna fight back, try to lead this first lap. Crosses the line. It looks like the 40 did have the lap led at the line. Battling hard there with the 66 of Cody Harger. Harger to the lead, clears the 40. Riding on board with Rob Higgins again. Caution flag is out. Brennan Forsyth, Mike Taschereau possibly. Not sure what happened with these two. Right front end hurt pretty bad on that number 28 machine. Looks like not a good sign this early on. Lap 3 of 50. Let's see if we can get a look at it here with the instant replay. 28 up high, that yellow, red, and white machine. Brennan Forsyth. Got Dustin Painter down low. Not sure if these incidents were related to each other or not. Looks like there was some contact with the 65. Gets into the back bumper of Dustin Painter ever so slightly, but it's certainly enough. On corner entry, you're just letting off the throttle, getting into the brake. Painter may have saved this, but Forsyth slides up the track. 75 of Jamie Kerr makes contact. The 72 gets into Jamie. This was a little bit bigger incident than it looked. Ben Choate sneaks by between the middle of the 65 and the 28, and Jamie Kerr gets a big piece of this in the wall. Mike Taschereau just comes into it late. Don't think he hits anything, just comes to a stop to avoid the incident. See Dale Legan down low, Aaron Conover involved. This was a pretty big one. Not a good way to start the race, but it is what it is. It's the cards we're dealt. We're under caution here, lap 5 of 50. Pace car lights are off. We are going to go back to green the next time by. Talk about these laps clicking off in a hurry. Even under caution, they go by rather quickly. It's a good thing. We don't like sitting here watching a race under caution, so here we are. Go back to green here in just a moment. Cody Harger's going to lead them down. Rob Higgins, Ben Choate, Dustin Painter, Carson Conway, the top 5. Race car peels off. Cody's in the gas. Good restart by the 66. Battle for the second spot, Rob Higgins and Ben Choate. Again, Langley Speedway, such a difficult place to make passes. You almost got to rough a guy up a bit to get him out of the groove to make that move to the bottom, or just surprise him on entry. So far, though, Higgins and Choate maintaining pace with leader Cody Harger. They work lap number 9, coming to 10. Ben Choate, real deep entry into turns 3 and 4. Difference between those two, we've talked about it so much. Higgins and Choate. Ben drove it in real deep into 3, got a lot of time gained on the entry. But you see Higgins did not go so deep, but he's able to get back to the throttle a little bit earlier, have a little bit more drive off, extend that gap down the straightaway, what little straightaway that there is. Further back through the field here, Josh Buckley, Aaron Conover together. Just ahead of them, Taschereau, Brian Torsha. Good battle going on here. This is for the 8th position. Aaron Conover is going to take it away. Here you see Dan Butler working his way towards the front. Butler up to 9th. He's up 5 positions since the drop of the green flag. I think Shane Wagner is just following him through, using the 18 as a pick just to follow those tire tracks, get towards the front, and maybe do battle here. Lap 15 of 50. Wagner and Butler, kind of a tag team going towards the front. Unfortunately for Buckley, he has dropped back to the 12th position, but you see Butler working now on Aaron Conover. Butler wants that 8th spot from the number 20. Shane Wagner and Jamie Kerr doing some battle here. Wagner is the number 26, Jamie Kerr the number 75. Josh Buckley knocking on the back door of Jamie Kerr as well. Up towards the top 5 though, Ben Choate running 4th. At Carson Conway in the rear view mirror in the 5th position. Carson has kind of held on to that spot even through that early race incident. Almost to halfway. Carson doing a decent job staying up into the top 5. Cody Harger still leading this event here, putting about a 7/10 advantage over second place Rob Higgins. Cody and Rob pulling away from the 65 at Dustin Painter. Painter's back 1.7 seconds in the rears. Doesn't look like much on the track, but when you're reeling off 15-second laps, that's a lot. Interestingly enough, you look at our top 6, their best lap times of the night so far, all sub 15-second lap times. Fastest so far appears to be Dustin Painter, a 14.81 out of the driver, the number 65. Shane Wagner and Butler going to battle here once again. They both started near the rear of the field, working together to get towards the front, but now with 26 coming to 26 laps to go. Now it's go time. Butler Back to the 11th spot. Wagner is now up into the 9th position. Shane Wagner now working on the 20th Conover once again. It seems to be back and forth with these guys. Jamie Kerr's watching it unfold as well, trying to close in while they do some battle, try and jockey that position a bit. He's got Josh Buckley and Dan Butler in behind him. Hanging it out off turn 4, sliding that right rear right against that wall. Some cases hitting it. Not much has changed up front. Harger, Higgins, Painter, Choate, Conway. Back here, though, the battle for the 7th, 8th, and 9th spot's been pretty heated since the drop of the green flag. Wagner down low, the 26, a little loose off corner exit. Gathers it back up. Now the 75 of Jamie Kerr, a little bit overdrive, pushes up turns 1 and 2. Josh Buckley's able to get down below and take that spot away, but maybe not. Jamie Kerr battling back on the high side, but no. Dan Butler's going to follow through the 13 and try to take that spot away as well. Jamie Kerr back to 12th. Tormont's putting on a decent show here at Langley Speedway. Clean and green, except for one little slip up early on. It was a big one, but we got through it. These guys have some fast repairs to use, so everybody got back in the race to straighten things out. They've done a good job at that so far. 16 laps to go from the Speedway. Heard somebody get into the fence. Must not have been significant because we're still under green. 15 laps to go. Still watching this battle mid-pack. This is where the action is right now. And Brian Torsha in the 2, running in the 7th spot. Just up ahead, Mike Taschereau closing in on the 72 of Carson Conway. This would be for the 5th position if Mike can get around. Taschereau running that car right down to the flat. Again, picking up some grip down at the bottom, the ultra low lane there. Some benefits to doing that. It's kind of a green part of the racetrack. You will chew up some tire, but not a long race here at Langley. We've got 12 laps to go, and if it can get you to corner and get that thing to rotate a bit through the corner, certainly does help. Taschereau, though, unable to do anything with Carson Conway just yet. Coming to 10 laps to go. Mike takes the different line here, drives it a little bit deep, real loose off forward, dirt tracking it, saves the car, loses some ground to Carson Conway. Hell of a save out of the driver, the number 33, with the RacingSchool.net colors aboard. That is a copy of the car they race at the track for the Racing School, so if you ever end up there, check it out. It's probably going to be there. And Josh Buckley involved in an incident. Where is Josh? Trouble in turn number 2 with 9 laps to go. Let's go to the replay, see what happened with Josh Buckley. Down underneath Conover. This is crossing the start-finish line. We're into 1. Conover, little help for certain, and Butler gets into the 20 and the 13 as well. Not a significant wreck, but yeah, brings out our second caution of the night. Field working the caution flag for the second time of the evening. We've got 7 laps to go. Let's take a moment again to thank the sponsors. TRS, theracing-school.net. It is the TRS Tour Modified Series. You want to get behind the wheel of a real race car, full-bodied stock car, or a tour-type modified, check out theracing-school.net. Their 2022 schedule is out April 9th, May the 14th and 15th, June 11th and 12th, the 24th of July, August 13th, September 10, October 22 and 23rd. To D. Dixon & Sons Trucking Incorporated. Sudath Taxidermy, competition quality at a commercial price. Contact award-winning taxidermist James Sudath at 636-544-7836. And to associate sponsor LSI Litchfield Specialty. Still under the yellow here with 6 laps to go. Second caution of the feature. And relatively tame and clean here throughout the race. It's an early issue early on. Not so bad up until right about now. A minor issue, but enough to bring out the yellow. Field going to go by one more time before we get the 1 to go. Taking a look at our top 5, Cody Harger, Rob Higgins, Dustin Painter, Ben Choate, and Carson Conway. Relatively unchanged up at the front of the field here for the majority of the first 3/8 of the race, 5/8 of the race. I suck at fractions. Pace car lights are out, though. We're going to get the green the next time by with 3 laps to go. Cody Harger is going to take the inside. Rob Higgins up top. Got Dustin Painter in behind the 66. Ben Choate, that high lane. That black number 1. Restart may just decide it. That or the bump and run. We will see. Pace car is off the track. Cody Harger in the gas. We're back underway. Green flag in the air. Gets the good jump. Car length advantage. And Dustin Painter gets into Higgins into turn 1. Big wreck into the corner. We've got trouble. Caution is out once again. Somehow Rob Higgins gets through it. Don't know if he got through that without any damage or not, but nonetheless, Painter just driving in a little bit deeper than the 40. Sends the 40 around, and we have melee happening into turns 1 and 2. Let's get a look at it again here. Already in progress. I'm going to back it up. Take a look. So this is right on the restart into turns 1 and 2. You got Rob Higgins up top, Dustin Painter, the 65 down low. Tough to see from this angle, but contact definitely made between the 65 and the 40. Higgins goes, well, almost all the way around. Looks like Ben Choate might square him up here. No, it's the 72 of Carson Conway. Gets him in the left front. Straightens up the 40, but on his side, maybe even on the lid goes Carson Conway. Nope, stays on all 4s. Taschereau is involved. Wagner's in the fence. Brennan Forsyth gets it as well. In car from Brennan Forsyth. He's like Days of Thunder here, but still gets into the 33 of Mike Taschereau. So we're going to go to the green-white checker. We have 3 attempts at this green-white checker. This is our first attempt. Lights are still on top of the iRacing pace car. We'll get the 1 to go, possibly the next time by. We'll try it again. All right, lights are off on the pace car. Means we have taken the... Oh, we're not on the one to go. We're going to get the one to go the next time by, and then we'll be back to green again with a green-white checkered finish in store. Hopefully we can get it done here without using two more, but if we need them, we got them. Green flag back out. Cody Harger in the gas. Dustin Painter in the second spot. See if he can do anything with the 66 in the closing laps. He's got Dan Butler to the back, though. Butler started at the rear of the field. He's up in the top 3 position here, looking strong. Cody Harger off of 4, coming to the white flag. Dustin Painter still trying to hold off the 18 of Butler. Don't know if he's going to be able to do anything with the 66. He's going to have to sail it in deep into 3. Not close enough. Cody Harger off turn number 4 for the final time. Takes the checkered flag. TRS Tour Modified Series from Langley is in the books. Cody Harger wins it. Dustin Painter is second. Dan Butler is third. Jamie Kerr still brings it home in the 4th spot. Rob Higgins, probably a disappointing fifth place finish for the driver of the number 40. Fireworks are going off here into turn number 3. Short and sweet here at Langley Speedway. Cody Harger wins the race. We're going to step aside, take a short break. Be back with our top 3 after this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Langley Speedway. TRS Tour Modified Series race here is in the books. You don't want to see the heat results. You want to see the feature results. Cody Harger is victorious. The number 66 brings it home into victory lane. We're going to go down with our winner here in just a moment. In fact, we may have him with us now. Cody, it's Steve in the HBR TV broadcast booth. Do you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, Cody, it was a relatively clean race for such a small little racetrack. You only had 14 tour mods out there. Seemed like just enough. What was your strategy coming in, and did you stick to it? Either way, you end up here with the checkered flag. Tell us about it.
Man, strategy for Langley is always get to the bottom and hope everything else works out for you. And luckily tonight it did. I definitely don't feel like I had the fastest car here tonight. There were several guys faster than me in practice and in qualifying, and you know, decent run there in the heat, picked up 1 position and got ourselves into the invert, which I didn't even know we had a featured invert till right before. So got lucky that I was right on the number and got to start front row, and then was able to hold on just long enough on that outside. I think the 40 might have made a mistake, allowed me to get clear and get down. If it wasn't for that, who knows where the night would have ended up. So feel very fortunate to get this one tonight. So yeah, happy about it.
Want to go back to the heat. We saw you and Shane Wagner doing some battle there, and the next thing I know, I changed cameras and I see Wagner in the grass. I didn't see what happened with the 26. You were close to him. Was there contact made, or was there a different issue? Again, I'm not throwing stones. I have no idea.
I don't think so. The only contact I made during the heat race was with Ben Choate. He was having some graphic settings issues before the race, and it accidentally turned off all of his mirrors, including his virtual mirrors. So he was kind of flying blind other than what the spotter told him. And, you know, it was, one of those deals where I was coming, but he didn't really realize it until I was there. But we touched and both kept rolling. As far as what happened to Shane, I have no clue. I'm not sure what happened.
Well, it is what it is. It was just the heat. Thankfully, Shane still battled back to a decent finish himself. But Cody, congratulations on the win. Before we let you get out of here, anybody you need to thank?
Yeah, this is the time where I'd usually thank all my sponsors and everybody, but I got a shout out to my wife tonight. We received some bad news earlier today, and with around her father. I think her father passed away uh, here, I guess either last night or this morning, and so um, she's dealing with everything right now while I'm at home with the kids and whatnot, and just thinking about her, and uh, gonna be just keeping her comforted when she gets home.
Well, Cody, sincere condolences from myself and everybody here at HBR TV. That's never fun, whether it's immediate family or in-laws. Either way, it's a tough one. So good luck with that, man.
Thank you, sir.
Cody Harger, our winner here in the TRS Tour Modified Series from Langley. Next, we're going to go to runner-up Dustin Painter. Let's see if we can get Dustin up in the booth. Dustin, it's Steve in the HBR broadcast booth. You got a copy?
I got you loud and clear, bud.
Dustin, was fun to watch you out there, as it usually is. I want to go back. There was a little bit of contact there late between you and the 40. Did you get pushed into that corner or just go a little too deep, or what happened there with the contact with Higgins?
Yeah, I got pushed into him, and then when I got pushed into him, I think he was almost straightened out, but I had already tried to go high to kind of avoid it because I just got sent. I mean, it was sending me straight high, and I clipped him with the left Nerf bar a little bit and sent him around and caused a huge mess out there. Hate that for him because me and Rob are battling for the championship. It's a really tight battle. Hate that he got caught up in it.
Well, it looks like the 72 of Carson Conway straightened him out when he got hit in the left front, and Carson Conway ends up going for a ride. Tough break for him, finishing 13th, but Higgins battled back for a 5th place, so not a terrible end to the day. I had a better run going, but tell us about the first parts of your race. You slowly progressed your way towards the front of the field. Tell us about it.
Well, the opening, I think a lap or so, I got hit on the start, and it I got really, really loose, and I thought I wrecked it and didn't, but I came back out in front of traffic. I was just holding on, and I was trying not to hit the inside pit wall, and was able to straighten it out. And overall, good finish. I had something for Cody, but honestly, I was trying to get as many points as possible and just rather not take that chance and get P2 and do get a good point stay.
You certainly did have something for the 66. You turned the fastest lap of the race, a 14:81. Cody was an 83. But with a place like Langley, really the only way you're going to get around a guy that's that equal is to make some contact and move him up the racetrack. And if you're battling for points, I don't know if you wanted to do that. It kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that at all. Trying to, like I said, trying to win a championship for a change, so I don't want to do that.
All right, Dustin. Well, before we let you get out of here, looks like you might have some new sponsors on that ride. Is there anybody you need to thank?
Just Danny Bone Racing, North American Motor Car, just all his sponsors, North American Construction. It's the same, pretty much same sponsors. Finally got the paint scheme that he ran last year, and now he's running a different number, different car. So they had to. I've got that car too, so I may have to put that one on there.
There you go. Dustin, congratulations, man. Runner-up finish. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Dustin Painter, your runner-up here at Langley Speedway. Next, we're going to go to Dan Butler. Had a great run, got back to the top 3. Let's see what he has to say about it. Dan Butler, Steve in the HBR TV booth. You got a copy?
How's it going, Steve?
It's going good, Dan. It was something I was really looking forward to. We saw you quick in practice, and well, you ended up getting relegated to the back of the field for the feature. Hoping to watch you cut through everybody, and here you are with a top 3 finish. Tell us about the strategy coming in and how you made it work.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed with the invert and all. I finally had a fast car tonight. Pretty good at this track, and I was thinking, wow, I'm going to start up front. Then I remembered we had the invert. Got caught up in I think it was lap 1 wreck in the heat race and pushed me to the back. And of course, I had to start dead last in the feature. My luck.
Tough breaks all around. You still managed to battle back. Top 3 finish. You looked strong out there, really consistent. Was there anything you could have done different? It was just a matter of needed more time to get towards the front.
That final restart, the putting a single file killed me. I was looking at the inside line, and I had plenty of. I hate to say it, I might have actually had something for Cody because I had grip left, and I actually could have forced the issue under Dustin there. I got under him on the last lap. I didn't want to take him out like that, but just doing that let me know that I still had some tires left, and that just killed me because I hate the single files, you know.
Tough break for sure. I'd be willing to bet you definitely had something for Dustin and or Cody. Your best lap times of the night, you guys were all within less than a tenth of a second of each other. I know you were fastest in the practice, so it's kind of a flip-flop deal. Would have been fun to see you put the challenge on. I think more laps. I don't think everybody would have complained about having some extra laps here at Langley tonight. It was a fun race to watch, and especially fun to watch you chase it through the field and make it up to the top three. Before we let you get out of here, is there anybody, new sponsors, anybody besides TRS that you want to thank? We're talking about them plenty, so we'll do it again, but if there's anybody else, feel free.
Oh yeah, just pray for TRS this year with these rising gas prices. I don't know, you know, race fuel to keep all our cars going. It's like $13 a gallon right now, and it's going to keep going up. So, but yeah, I got a couple Page Chiropractic in Webster, Mass, and Harvest Moon Health Foods in Putnam, Mass. Putnam, Connecticut. Sorry. They helped me in the real life car, and sure they watching here. So, thanks to my mom and my sister watching from ways away, and watch every week, and they do a good job. So appreciate that.
Well, Dan, when we have the TRS car here in the top three, we got to make special mention. Of course, the schedule for 2022 is out, but going back to the race fuel conversation, race fuel has never been cheap. So whether it's $8 a gallon or $13 a gallon, you're still going to get a chance to get into a race car and have some fun. It's worth every penny. But again, speaking of those dates, 2022, April 9th, May 14th through the 15th, June 11th through the 12th, July 24th, August 13th, September 10th, all the way into October 22nd and 23rd.
And we had 4 modifieds this year. We've only had one in the past. We had a second one at the end of last year, but we got 2 over the winter here. We got 4 open wheel modifieds for customers, and we might have a 5th by the mid-year, but that's a secret. Nobody's listening, right?
I don't know nothing. As far as those modifieds go, I mean, I'd love to talk about it. I love the modifieds. I'm a Western New York guy, so I'm right around the corner from some of these guys that build these cars. What chassis you guys running? Do you have anything specific? I mean, what do you got out there?
I believe we got I know we have 2 Troyers. One's a wide body, one's a regular. Got a just picked up one that was on I think the Smart Modified Tour. Was actually completely race ready when we got it. We actually have one that we are trying to convert to it's a vintage mod with a Vega body on it for any of our customers that would prefer driving a vintage. That one hopefully be done by midsummer. That one's not ready quite yet, but yeah, they're legit. They probably mid packers at least in an SK race.
Depends on who's at the wheel, but yeah.
So
all right, Dan.
Come check us out one of these times.
I might have to do it. I keep talking about it. You're not that far away. If you guys are out there in the world and you want to get a chance to do it, theracingschool.net or call 877-CAN-RACE and get yourself set up. Probably run into Dan Butler there at some point if you do.
Heck, I'll give you a ride. We got some
Beautiful.
2-seaters.
Even better. All right, Dan, thanks for chatting with us, man. Congratulations and good luck the next one.
Appreciate it, Steve. Take care.
Was Dan Butler, 3rd place finisher here at Langley Speedway. Finishes 3rd, started last. Place like Langley Speedway with only 50 lap feature, that is an impressive feat. So well done to the pilot of that TRS racingschool.net machine. We're going to go to our race results, our official results. Again, Cody Harger brings home the checkered flag, the number 66. Dustin Painter finishes in the 2nd spot. Dan Butler, we just spoke with the Racing School. He finishes 3rd. Jamie Kerr, a good battle back, finishes in the 4th position. Rob Higgins finishes 5th, with Brian Torsha with OG Racing finishing in the 6th spot. Shane Wagner finishes in the 7th position. Mike Tashero was 8th. Dale Legan was 9th. Josh Buckley, the number 13 machine, finishes 10th. Aaron Conover brings it home 11th. Ben Choate was 12th. Carson Conway, tough break for the 72, ran top 5 all night long, gets caught up in that late race caution, finishes 13th. And Brennan Forsyth was quick in practice as well. Last but not least, the number 28 machine finishes 14th. That is your full field race results from Langley Speedway, the TRS Tour Modified Series. Races in the books, folks. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for everybody in the stream. Didn't have any stream chatters this week. I guess you guys are a little shy. I wouldn't have had time to read them anyway. This place is so fast, but I do appreciate everyone being here, YouTube and Facebook. Please give us a like, a follow, subscribe. facebook.com/hollerboysracingtv, and YouTube at hollerboysracingtv. Really appreciate it, guys. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful night.